Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Astrometica. So I haven't gone back to the original base like I planned to do. We've got a lot of resources just sitting in here, and I've just emptied the miner out as well. But we've got like loads of electronic parts and coppers, so we can actually extend this base here before we go back over. So I want to build an habitat room on here, and I think this is going to become the main base. I probably won't transfer all the machinery across until we can get the teleporters unlocked. So we want to put an habitat room on the back here. Will it not let me snap it? Come on, game. Play nice for me. There. We do want to get a power screen and all that here. We won't be putting power at this one. This is just going to be main base. We'll have a power station back at the silver miner. And we need to get a lot of lockers up here. Would be nice having a fabricator here. But let's do a power screen first. And it would be nice having a battery charger down this end as well. Let's see how much power we're playing with. So user terminal, power panel. I can do it. So we've got about 100 power. So I could get a fabricator down here. Just will allow me to turn some of that stuff in, all that base iron we keep picking up, into more usable iron plates. So it would be under machines. We need a data transformer and silver. Okay, we haven't got data transformers here. So we'd have to go and craft that. But yeah, I've got so much iron here. I think I'm going to take all this back to the original base. We'll keep the iron bars here because those are going to be useful in crafting. We'll keep the copper here. And we'll just take as much iron as we can. And the batteries to get recharged. So I'll bring you back when I'm at the other base. Okay, we're back at the original base. So the first thing I want to build is what I need for a fabricator, because I do need one of them at the other place. So we needed a data transformer and then just take some silver over. So a data transformer we can build, which needed the quartz. Inventory is full. Okay, so we are going to need to deal with the iron situation first. Which means I'm going to have to dump the iron out. Okay, so we've got the fabricator, that's fine. I don't want to use all my iron making bars because I do need it for other stuff. So let's push it up. So we can make 20 at the moment. Let's make 16. And then let's see how many loose ones we've got still here. Oh, okay, I've still got loads here. Where's the miner here? There it is. Lots of silver, lots of iron. I haven't logged out since the last time, so this is just picking up the stuff. I do like doing a couple of episodes back to back when I'm playing something, so I can get used to the controls and I'm going to keep messing around. So let's just hide that panel. I keep forgetting to hide it. So how many iron bars could I make now if I wanted to? Let's just make another 20. That should clear the locker down a bit. We will need lots and lots of iron. Same again. Push it to the maximum. So it's saying I can make 14. So if I take that down to 10, that still gives me a good amount of loose iron to use for other projects. And we are getting a fantastic amount of silver here. So much so that we are starting to fill this container up. Probably celestite shouldn't really be in here. Gold, nickel and silver in one locker, that's fine. Celestite can just go in here, but we've got most out at the other base. Oh, actually, celestite's in there. Just got no organisation at the moment with the stuff I've got everywhere. We'll put that into there just for the moment. So we've got the data transformer. What else did we need for that machine? We needed a piece of silver, so I want to make sure I take some silver. We'll actually take a few stacks. Take 4 stacks of silver over. I think there's plenty of gold at the other place. So we take leave a couple of stacks of everything here. Leave a little bit of nickel here. Okay. Next thing. We add the jetpack tier 3. We have got a compacted coal. It's at the other orbiter. I think is the advanced fabricator we still haven't got, so we can't do that. And the advanced chipset is advanced fabricator. We can't do that. So there's nothing in there we can do. So where is the suit? Because we picked up an engineer suit way back. There it is. Just a chipset and a resin canister. And I'm pretty certain we can do the Renaissance. Does mean I'm going to need to make another data transformer. Which is another electronic, which is another copper. Which I left all my copper at the other place. But yeah, the engineer suit will give us a lot more health. We should be able to make chipsets fairly easy now with all the gold and silver we've got. And what else am I missing? 5 fabric. Now, we've got that at the other site. So if we build one of these fabricators at the other site, then we can make that over there. We just need to make sure we take the chipset and the resin canister. We've got the gold, got the chipset, got the resin canister, got the data transformer. So yeah, let's just grab an handful of stuff. How are we doing with power-wise? Not great. I would like another power down here. So I need 2 electronic parts. Which is annoying because I've got all the electronic parts sitting over the other base. But copper and iron's fairly easy to get hold of. Just want to build some more batteries because if we're going to keep building mini outposts, I'm going to need a good amount of power. Might even be worth putting a second battery over here. So we've got room for 2 more batteries on the top. Unfortunately, we haven't got the advanced batteries yet. So yeah, we do need to go out exploring more. I haven't explored as much or as fast as I wanted to in this series. I am tempted to build 2 more. That would really sort our power out for a while. And then I am going to keep running back here. So yeah, I need to make another... four electronic parts. And I now have run out of the iron. But I think there might be some in here. If I can remember where I put my miner. No, I forgot to turn it back on. But we know those big iron resources are just to the left of us. Over in that area. With 15 in each. So let me grab some. Bring it back and then I'll bring you back. Okay, apparently my inventory is full. So let's go back to the base. We might have lost some iron there. But I managed to get at least 20. So that should allow us to build them last 2 batteries. And if you do look at our power system here, we've got 875 power now, so we are pretty good. It does seem to be going down, but I think that's because we're using like battery chargers and everything else. Talking of battery chargers, we are going to need to charge some of these batteries up. Let's take the 100% out and let's fill everything up before I forget about it. Okay, so what do I need to do? Check my gun because that was one we was using quite often. Yeah, we'll just switch the builder tool out for the moment. We will be using it. But that's fine. These batteries will be charged up in no time. Okay, let's just dump off all the loose iron we got. I think I will keep all the gold and silver in here until I'm ready to leave. And then we'll grab them out at the last minute. So we was making 2 more electronic parts for 2 more power generators. What else was we using to make them power generator batteries? The silver it will automatically pick up and the iron bars it will now. Which is out this side. And then we want to look at making the vehicle. So yeah, massive amount of iron bars and loose iron in there now. Okay, so I think the miner's out of resources it can do. Like I said, if I'd have logged out and back in. Yeah, it's just out. I could put it over that side, but no, it's happy where it is. Let's get these 2 batteries up. And as soon as we've got the plans to make the advanced batteries, we will be doing that. This is just to keep the power going at the moment and not us having to worry about it. So yeah, we've got 3 6 batteries, 7 8 9 batteries, and we can't do anything until we can get the plans for the bigger ones. Thought it would be a little faster this season, but with all the changes, it's just making it a little difficult to build things. Okay, so what else do we want to build? There was the vehicle. So let's go and have a look at the vehicle. We might need an advanced fabricator. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, orbiters, power cells. We can't do any of that, so we can't build that. Can we build this one? If I make an electronic part, we can. It's not going to have oxygen, but it is going to have extra storage. And it's probably going to be faster than using the jetpack all the time. And we only have 2 of the 3 for the fabricator, so I can't build the fabricator yet. Just while I'm at it, how do I sleep? Interact. I just want to get my health back up. Now, it does drain your thirst and your food. Yeah, I can craft the skipper. And you can adjust the colours and all that, but I think you might need the docking station for that. What does the docking station cost is the next thing. Base buildings. Oh, here it is. We would need the nickel from the other base and the copper bars. I think those are at the other base as well. But I am tempted to just put the vehicle docking straight at the other base. And then eventually move over the crafting station eventually over to the other side as well. I don't want to do too much at the other base until I've got the bigger building parts. There's like a room which is twice the size of this. I do like it. So yeah, we can't do that here. So I'm happy with that. Let me just make sure I've got the stuff for the fabricator again. We've got to pick up the gold. And the silver. So we want to take all the gold, just leave 2 here, and same with the silver, leave 2 stacks of silver, leave the little bit of nickel here. I'm happy with that. We'll take all this stuff with us. We'll take anything food-wise, because we haven't got a massive amount of food. So we're onto the space donuts now. Might as well take the organics over the other. We'll take the quartz over there. We'll leave a couple of stacks of carbon here. We'll take the rest with us. And I think the other toy we've got is at the other place, so that's fine. Let's sort that out. Light bulbs I'll take, because that's a crafting resource. We've got a lot of red celestite. We'll take the glass over. We'll take the seeds in case we do gardening, because we've already got the organics at the other place. We'll leave the research here until we need it. We'll leave the gargan fruits here. We can eat them for food as well. Okay, in that case, let's take 1 stack. We'll leave a little bit of celestite here. There's plenty at the other base to keep me going. A part of me is tempted to leave some of the silver here. Just so I could take more iron with me. But no, I'm happy with that. I would like to take the copper. Like I said, it's so quick between it that I'm happy to just take that. Oxygen and food's okay. And water. Let's go over to the vehicle and we'll use it. Like I say, I don't think I'll get much use out of this one. So you can, and when we get the fabricator, you can upgrade this one as well. Interact. So we've got like a little bicycle. Isn't the boost for this? I don't think it's any faster than using just flying over, to be honest. Going 8 meters a second. Okay, so the boost is on that button. So I'm just trying to get used to the controls. I've never used this. So it probably is slightly faster if I'm using the boost. And because I can keep the boost going all the time. So we've got plenty of iron plates now, so let's build some lockers up. Start getting a little bit of organisation here. Anything iron related goes in the first one. Anything copper related goes into the second. We'll have precious in the third one. So that's going to be like nickel, silver, gold. So I've got loads of silver on me. I should have a little bit of gold. We'll put carbon in there as well. I'll label all the rest up off camera. So copper, iron related stuff. More copper related stuff, more iron related stuff. We'll come back for that. Also copper related stuff. If there's room, we'll put like copper parts in there as well. Probably empty all that out. Keep all the celestite and stuff towards the end, that's fine. Copper related's there. Resin canister in there for a second. Not as many iron bars as I want here, so we'll have to go back and collect it, but we are going to be building the fabricator over here. Some more gold, some more nickel, some more carbon. Next one will be just rare resources. Yeah, it's just been a little tricky to get out of it. Once you change it, there seems to be like a lag of like 5 seconds before it'll allow you to come out of a container. So it'll have stuff like ice, glass, light bulbs, organics can go into here as well. Seeds we'll put into the next one. And we'll use the space donuts now. So chipset we can put away. Because we can craft out inventory, I don't need to carry it on me. So we've got water, we've got food, we've got oxygen. Fungu can go into sort of organic based stuff. Nice to actually see a nice empty inventory for once. Let's get this all unlocked. And back on. We are going to be needing some water. We are using the 0.6s. I think we've got some 1 litres at the other little hub station we've got. But a good amount of iron there now. Let's see if I can get that fabricator down. So that's the only one I'm really interested in building here until we can get the teleporter. We'll have the advanced one here as well, possibly. Brilliant. And now I can craft anything I need here. Glass chipsets. Absolutely fantastic. Now, vehicle bay. I think I will put a vehicle bay here just so I can park my vehicle in. If we've got the parts to make it. We would need data transformers, we need copper bars, we need iron bars. It's just because of it was picking it up out of the lockers at the last place. It's no longer got access to them lockers now. So it gets a little tricky. So electronic parts go somewhere else. Carbon goes somewhere else. We can take the resin canister back. That was for the engineer suit. Yes, we still need to do the engineer suit. Carry the water on us. Take the glass out of here. Take the fabric out of here. Organic. This is just like random toys and whatever else in there. Take the research into here as well. Once we find the research station, we will go and merge everything into the lock as it needs to be. It's not organics. Yeah, this is more rare resources. Okay, just a tiny bit of organisation sorted out. So we've got no elf kits. So if I can make elf kits, I do need to make some. We did top up our elf at the bed at the last place before I left. Now, I don't want to make any more because I think the engineer suit needed some as well. And now we've run out of fabric. Bother. I thought I left enough. So yeah, we're down to 3 fabrics. So that one elf kit I just made, if we hadn't made it, we could have made the engineer suit. Okay, so we've got to go exploring again. We've got our food, water, a couple of medical kits. Again, I can't make any more because it's using our fabric. And then we just need to pick up enough to build the habitat again. So we need a fabric electronic part. Now we've got some sort of organisation. It's a little easier. Can I split that? Can. I only want the single one. We want an electronic part I've just seen in there. What else do we need for the airlock? 4 iron bars. We should have enough here. If not, we can make some. So we've got 2 there. Let's make another 2. So I've got enough for the airlock on me. And we want a corridor, which is a copper wire and another 3 iron bars. And we should have some copper pieces here, so I haven't got to keep crafting them. Brilliant. So we've got enough for our little mini airlock. Now, we couldn't see the vertical base over that side, so I think it's where we went to Ub. Wasn't it by... Actually, I'm in the wrong base. We need to go over that way. I think it's by Mox Island. Is where I remember seeing it. Oh, that was a bit close. And you know, I've just made a vehicle and I forgot all about bringing it with me. What's the point in making it for extra storage if I don't actually take it with me? It's nice that you can see the skipper from a distance. And we want to go sort of this way. Try and go above everything so I don't hit anything. I think my first stopping point is Mox Island, so that's just over the back here. Just go and do a little bit of exploring today. I did forget to bring a parasol with me. I think the parasol what I had might be in this one. So let me just come out to his F. This mine has stopped again. But I think this one's got nothing to do. But I have spent about 2 hours in game since I've come on, and that's kept working pretty much most of the time. So where would... I might have actually used, saying that, used the power one I got. Let's just take a couple extra iron bars just in case I want a container. Actually, take an extra 4. But yeah, that's all my storage, so it's not here. I could probably build a parasol, can't I? What would I need for building a parasol? Just a battery and some silver. Let's just try and carry 1 battery with us and 1 parasol at least. I'm pretty certain this does have inventory. I know the next vehicle definitely does. Where's my skipper? Up the top there. Okay, that was a bit close. I nearly hit it. Just having a look. Is there an interact for... Okay, so that's where the parasols go, is in. No, if there is one there, I don't know where it is. We are going to have to deal with hunger soon. So we've got 2 domes in the distance. I'm pretty certain the vertical was by... I think that might be it there. I think it was by the ship. There is a lot of stuff over here. We haven't really explored this side of it. It's only giving me 4 miles an hour. There it is. The vertical station. Now, there is little enemies by this, so we do want to build a base a little bit away. So we brought our habitat. Let's just swing it round so at least it's facing... Yeah, that way. And this is just our little oxygen hut for this area. There is a couple of domes over there I'd like to go and do, but I want to do this first. I do remember there being certain items in there, and because now you have to go and get the advanced fabricator and the research, I'm guessing that you might be able to find one of them in here. Because there was a lot of sort of machinery and stuff in here you could get. And we should have enough to build 2 containers. Now I shouldn't need to worry about power. And anything I don't need with me immediately. No, I'm happy to carry all that sort of stuff. You never know when you're going to need a battery. Do I want to leave my vehicle here? We'll go a little closer with it. Just so I've got some inventory. Okay, so it's F. It's a bit of a weird key for me to press that one is. Okay, so we've seen enemies. We need our laser gun. So there's one at the top there, one here. We know these, and there's 2 down the bottom, so we have to be careful. So I want to go I and try and take this one out. Can't remember if these are the ones I've got to strafe with, or if these are the ones I back off from. Well, some free copper. Okay, we'll get you next. Well, we'll get one of these, whichever one wants to come to me. Okay, these seem to be the ones you back off from. Okay, he didn't seem to drop anything. We'll clear all the enemies from the outside first. Okay, so that was a little closer. And there's the last one. Just so I don't come out of an entrance and then immediately... Okay, I think I'm being hit from somewhere else. Oh, it's there. I couldn't see where that one was. Okay, so we need to get our food sorted. Actually, we don't need to because the food's hundreds. We'll get our thirst sorted because we're only on 0.6 litres. I think I want to come in from the bottom. I think we've got rid of all the enemies I can see. Okay, before we do anything else then, let's remember where I've put my little base because I can't actually see it. Oh, it's over there. It just blends in. I could actually take it closer. But no, I think this is close enough. We could just drop some small things off. We picked up some copper. I don't think we're that far. Okay, we'll go from the top. And there's probably going to be some inside enemies. So I'm not going to take my guard down. I won't do that until I've looked around the corner. So no, that's fine. We do want to collect everything from in here. If I remember right, there were some 0G things in here as well, which was quite useful. Turn it to the perp. Okay, that wasn't what I was meant to do. I was trying to turn it to purple, but it didn't give me the option. Okay, let's get our gun back out. I'm not seeing anybody about. There's a big... Oh, there. I knew there had to be one in here somewhere, and that nearly killed me. I haven't gone back and checked the footage on the last one, but I'm guessing it was one of them explodey ones that got me. It was a med kit I was supposed to use, not a food then, but that's fine. Our food sorted. That's the building tool. Trying to get my scanner tool. Look what's around. Okay, so there's a research station down below. Brilliant. Finally, we can start making some progress. And a research box and a lot of resources will take it all. Can I do anything with you? There's another part of it there. Let's go down first. And that means I'm putting my gun on because I don't trust them little robot things. Hopefully, it's only 2 parts I need for the research because we saw 2 parts down here. That's a smelter, but I'm still going to take it just to make sure nothing's hiding behind it. Please say this is the complete parts. Oh, it is. It's the complete part. Okay, oxygen is going a lot lower than I want, so let's use one of the big ones. Part of me just wants to leave now and go and build that. Because it's something that's been stopping us from doing stuff for quite a while. Okay, that looks like it's blocked, so let's get my torch. Not my torch, my gun. So it does look like this is the dead end here. Electronic parts and data transformers, definitely going to be taking those. Another research box in there and some good stuff. Piece of copper there, we'll definitely take that. Okay, so I think it's time I get out here and then we'll come back in to do the other part in a bit. I should really be parking my bike right here so I can use it as a storage. Just trying to get my bearings, so I'll come out and it's over here. I think the bike's more useful just going from point A to point B. Okay, let's dump everything we don't need. So research boxes can go out. Nickel, iron, copper. Any crafting stuff. We can take the light rod out. Got some... We'll keep the big stack of litres in here then. Because I've still got another 4 on me. Pointless bringing this thing with us if we're not going to use it. Park you there. Oh, I wonder what the red was. I thought there was an enemy around me. It isn't it? And it does look like there's some fragments of the skipper down there as well. So if you didn't find it at this point, that's somewhere else you can find it. But as you see, it didn't do anything for my... oxygen on the bike. So again, we're going into new areas. Keep our gun out. So up and down. I know there is stuff here to scan. Ah, there's the 0Gs. Let's go across first. Don't need to take the light rods with me. Can I interact with it? I can. So this is new. This definitely wasn't interactable when I played it last time. And there's no oxygen. I was hoping there was some oxygen in here. Some gold on the wall. So if you're struggling for gold. I am definitely going to have to start crafting some more oxygens up because they are becoming very useful. Okay, very small. Oh, I can use a mining tool on that. Okay, so that's interesting. Like I said, this is all new to me, these parties. Okay, before I go through that, I want to use an ox. I hate that button. I might end up rebinding it. Okay, a bit of a weird visual glitch there. Okay, I'm going to have to use my scrap. I just don't want to... I know there's going to be enemies in here. There always is in use for good resource places. Okay, so there's something down to the right. It just looks like a gold node. So a great place for gold here. Switch to my gun again. Okay, that looks like nickel on the wall. Another gold in front of me. Yeah, another new little place. No enemies in here, just a lot of resources. And I've just saw another nickel, so I didn't see that on the way down. I could use my scanner to find them all. Nickel, we haven't got a great supply of at the moment, so whenever I can find them for free, definitely something I'm going to be taking. I might have missed a nickel asteroid in the red celestite cave when I was in there last time. So we came in this part, so we have to get down now. What's this on the wall? Nothing. Okay, going to need to use another one of those oxygen tanks. Hopefully I don't have to use too many more in here. And I might as well do my scanning because I know this is, you can build these. So normal T-junctions, verticals. There's something here I haven't scanned as well. Because it was starting to flash to say it's scanning something, but then it didn't scan. If there is anything there, it's not pinging up. I might try from the outside. Bit of a weird one to go into this one when you haven't got... So there's two ways to go, so I do really want to get my gun back out ready. I'm okay right this second on oxygen. So there's a way going there and there's a way over here. So let's go this side first. Okay, this looks like it's blocked off for future content. So it just leaves us one way. Another 0G there. Red celestite above. This is below where it was before. It was on top, the other side of that. Just trying to scan around to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, oxygen's getting really, really low. We're down to 2 canisters now. We had about 10 in the last episode, so we've used quite a lot. And there's one path out the side of this, wasn't there? Just make sure there's no scanning. Oh, there's a log file I went past. Marcella and Alara. Those are the first two we had in the first episode. Alara, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. What's going on? You're not going to believe this. I just spotted something. A spaceship. It's coming through an asteroid belt, heading straight towards us. A spaceship? Are you sure? I'm positive. It's massive. I can see the thrusters from here. It's not one of ours, though. It looks like something else. Something old. Old? What do you mean? Like abandoned or derelict. It's barely holding together. But it's moving. It's either on autopilot or someone's actually piloting it. Either way, it's our best shot to gain out of here. Do you think it's safe to approach? What if it's hostile? We don't have much of a choice, Alara. We're running out of resources. We can't just sit here and wait for help that may never come. You're right. But we need to be careful. Let's gear up and take what supplies we can. Agreed. I'll head out first and scout the path. Stay close and keep your comms open. Something feels off, we'll pull back. Got it. Let's hope this isn't some kind of trap. Trap or not, it's our first real chance to get out here in weeks. Let's move. So at this point, both of those are alive. We don't know if they ever made it. And this is going into the lower part of the station. We did see those. I just want to make sure there's nothing inside this hiding. So again, want to get my scanner on. So it's picking up a vehicle fragment there. Just being a bit preoccupied with my oxygen all the time. I will scan these, and then I'm going to scan the base from the outside. Maybe there's a segment we haven't picked up yet. We've definitely got those sort of units. I think it was towards the top. It was picking up something. Ooh, well, that was a bit bad. I thought I could go up the side of the wall, but apparently not. Okay, it's not picking up anything. And you can see the blockage from the outside. It's just something that patched up to save people from going in. Okay, oxygen. I'm not going to make it back, so let's just use one. So we have done the vertical base now. We do have 2 domes close to us, so we might as well go and do them as well. Go and take this back to my base. So I came out the door and it was over here. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to keep losing this. And I don't have much health kits. That's something they don't give you much of, unfortunately. It's something you have to craft. So let's get out the truck. Get our oxygen back up, and I will. I think I've got one health pack left on me. Yeah, let's just consume that. Because we're going to go more hunting, I think I want to drop off resources here. I think anything like the... Actually, we'll take the research boxes out of here. Keep them in a different one. I'm just trying to stack what I can. Put the copper into here. We've still got quite a bit of water. So here's our water situation. I want to get rid of these 0.2s. So we're down to the 0.6s again. And we'll put all these 0Gs and research boxes away. Just give myself more room in case we find something useful. And I think I'm going to put that copper wire with all the other stuff. Just have some sort of organisation here. I don't need this as a permanent base, and if I did have the space, I probably would have took everything with me. But I'll probably wait till I've got the next vehicle. So we've got the research station. I could easily get back to the base. Start doing some research and maybe see if we can craft anything. I think that's going to be the best case. If we can find something that's going to make us crafting something better or our resources lasting longer. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. I just don't think it's that great. This first vehicle. But until we get that advanced one, we can't do much with the second. So let's turn it the way we're going to go. And it is using power cells. Okay, so we should have about 300 power, I'm thinking. Oh, way more. Nearly 400. Okay, so we want to build. So where's my building tool? Actually, while I'm here, let's change the batteries out. Let's get them charging while I'm in the base. We used our gun a lot, so that should need to be changed as well. And just while we're doing stuff around the base, it will recharge, ready for us to leave. Okay, so we need building tool, and we need to get the research station, which is there, we need a chipset. And that's why I left some gold and some silver here. Okay, so where do we want to put this? There's plenty of space up here. We'll probably try and get in the middle here. Probably at an angle. Sort of like there by that wall. That'll be nice. So where are all our research boxes? I think I've got some at the other place, not all here. But we start off with what's here. We've got our fabricator here. Let's take all them out. See what we can get, see what we can upgrade. And then if I need to, I'll quickly pop over to the other base and get the rest. This will be built at the other station more permanently. So all 6 in there. Start the research. It's going to take a little bit of a while. So while that's doing, I'm not going to take the bike. I'm just going to run over to the other station. So we just got a shield module. Actually, what was it we needed? I want to get the engineer suit built. And there was only a couple of parts we was missing. And I think there was the copper and the iron plates here. I'm going to have those things popping up, so I'm not going to do any cuts at the moment. So we've just got the second one now, which is the improved med kits, which is fantastic. Talking of improved med kits, we might as well just pop in the bed while we're here. Do have to worry because we haven't got a massive amount of food at the moment, but we can easily get organics. So let's check this. What was the engineer suit? We've just got enameled glass as well. We haven't seen anything that needs that yet. We could do the shield module with a chipset, so let's easily get that out of the way. I'm guessing that's going to put on my character. Okay, we just got mining power 2. Fantastic. Can we equip that? So yeah, it's got its own slot down here. And it's just took our health up as well, so that's fantastic. We might as well use the bed again. Just in case we get one of them exploding robots, I want to be able to survive them. Okay, we're up to 150 on our health for now. Next research should be in a second. Oh no, must have done them all. I only seen 3 pop up, so let's have a look what's new in here. So we got mining speed 2 and mining power 2. We haven't got the nickel here. We'll have to bring some nickel from the other base over. I know I've got quite a bit over at the other base. But mining speed I could do. All I've got to do is take a T1 off. I've got the crystals here. The mining speed. Take that one off. We'll just wait for it to be crafted. It only takes a few seconds. And let's go and upgrade our miner. So now we've got tier 2. So there was nothing else in here to build. So we saw enameled glass. We got the shield module. That's 2. We got 2 parts. So I don't know what the other 2 items was. Maybe they didn't find anything. I can't see anything new in here unless it's in the other machinery we've not got access to yet. Just need to be a bit more careful with that one in future. Okay, so what was we looking for? We was looking for the engineer suit, wasn't we? Oh, improved medkit was one of them, and improved oxygen. So So we can actually make the bigger oxygen canisters, which I will be doing. It takes silver, but now we've got a good silver base. Just need a good iron base, ice base at the moment, but we do know where there's a good amount of that. Okay, so engineer suit needed resin canister chips. I haven't needed fabric, and I don't think I've got any fabric here at all. Okay, so it seems to be only 2 research I've got at this place. Can I build a second research station here and then just take down the other one? I would need 2 iron bars, which I think I can do. Yeah, I've got loads of iron, just no bars. Okay, that's fine. We'll just put it over here. Right, so let's get these 2 done before we go anywhere else. Okay, so the first one is the battery saver tier 2, so that's big. And the second one is iron +1. So what that means is in your containers here, they currently stack up at 5. If I press sort, they're now stacking up at 6. So there's a lot of those upgrades. That's something new in this update, which wasn't in the last one. So I'm just going to take the resin canister back over to the other one so we can do the engineer suit as soon as we've got some fabric. So I'll bring you back when I'm at the other base. I don't think there's anything I need to take back. Oh, it's nickel. And we want to start this miner again. So let me get some nickel, take it back, and I'll bring you back when I'm at the other base. Okay, so on the way back to the base, I've finally come across that container that I keep missing all the time. Backing off just in case there's somebody in there. Going to have free resources. We can just take it back to the original one because we are trying to build a couple of things at the moment. Would have been nice to get a fabric container in here because that's what's stopping me from building the engineer suit, which, if I remember right, it gives you more health. And I've also just seen this down here. I can't remember if I've been here or not. I'm just going to pop down here. It's not that much of a diversion. It's right by our original base. I don't know what it is. No, I definitely haven't dealt with this. And this has been right underneath where the 2 balls are we did ages ago. Can't believe I haven't even checked this out. Let's get our light on. It's very, very dark in there, okay? Bit of a different container than normal. I literally just made some food as well, and it's going to give me a load. Okay, organics, quartz, iron. Nothing too special in there. I missed out. And we got 37, so I should be able to just make it back to the base. Now, we want to build those power savers before we do anything else. As much as I want to go and explore them domes over there. 25 seconds. I'm just waiting for my jetpack to come back. Perfect timing. Okay, so let's come to the machine. So he did say we have battery saver 2 down here, so we did need the red celestite from here. So I need to take all the battery savers off, and I need 4 red celestite. So hopefully I've got enough at this one, but I'm not 100% certain because I left most of it at the other base. So you have a battery saver. You have a battery saver. And you do. So I've got 4. Please let me craft 4. No. I can get 3 of my tools done. So the gun's definitely going to be one of them. The miner's probably going to be the second. And I think I'll probably use the scanner more in new areas than I'm going to be using the builder tool. So I just need to bring some red celestite from the other base to get the other battery saver. And that's everything done in there. I can't remember if I remember what the last item was. And then we're just waiting for fabric for you. And we could upgrade all the oxygen. We haven't got the item to be able to break it down, because you can break down the original oxygen, get your ice and your copper wire back, and then turn your ice into the bigger oxygen tanks. Once I've got the machine to scrap the items down, I'll definitely be doing that. How are we doing with power still? Yeah, we still got about 300. Got a little bit of water on me, not as much as I would like, because we are going to be needing one of them water right now. We did leave our 1 litre somewhere, and I can't remember off the top of my head which base it was. So I would need to pick up some ice. We're not out of water, we've got a little bit on us. Let's go to those domes we've seen over by the vertical stations. Let's see if we can spot something new. So if I'm just going normal speed, I'm going 4 meters a second, and if I press my boost, we're going 7 to 8. And that boost looks like it's infinite. Now, I might have left resources in here. I don't think I'm ever going to need to come back to here. So I think I am going to take everything out here with me. And I feel safe for keeping my gun on me at all times. Just make sure we take everything with us. Ah, there's 2 research boxes. I knew I had them somewhere else. I just couldn't remember. So we can't actually empty everything out here yet. And there's my water. So in that case, we'll deal with this later, this base. Take my water, definitely. And there's some more red celestite. I know I had some more somewhere else. Just keep all this stuff in here. We'll come back for it. I'll probably do that off camera in between episodes. And you can see the orange dot over there where we started the game in the escape pod. So we've got 2 domes here. Let's check the first one out first. And then we've got a yellow one in the background all the way down there. I think these vehicles can go inside. I never quite make out what that voice ever says. Okay, backing off as usual just to make sure nothing comes flying out at me. But I do feel a little safer now with having that extra health. Okay, potted plant. Compacted carbon. We haven't needed to use that yet, but at some point we will. So, nice little finds. Smelting minerals. Could just quickly run this back to the base. But I think I might just go and do the other dome and hopefully we've got enough space. If not, it's not that hard to go back to base. And we got some more food after I just crafted some as well. So anything else hiding in here? Nothing what I can see in this dome. So yeah, we're going to have to go up to the next dome. Let's go back to our vehicle. Entering 0 gravity. Ah, brilliant. Organic dome. Now, if I remember right, this is the one where you can break these down to get fibre, which makes into cloth, if I remember right. Because we're struggling with cloth a bit, I was hoping I'd come across these sooner than later. So how much do the stack? Fibre stacks in 4s. I think it stacks in 5s, if I remember right. There is more fungi here we could collect. We've got to be getting low at some point, but we'll leave it till last. See if there's any other secrets here. So So it's stacking up to 8 and it's still stacking. I think that's enough for the moment. There's a little dome here. These are like underground bunkers. I don't know if enemies can spawn in here, but I don't want to risk it. I'm going to probably need my scanner more than anything else. So what is this? Advanced Fabricator 1 of 2. That's what's stopping a lot of our progress at the moment. Just making sure there's nothing else hiding around corners. We know sometimes I can hide things in between these shelves. Can't interact or scan that. Is a door there. At least there's oxygen in here, so I haven't got to rush too much. Some more nickel I will never say no to, because we haven't found a good source to get that. Being a little precautious. Okay, another room. We'll go and check that in a second. We'll go into these containers first down here. Another nickel. Some more silver. But again, we have got a very good silver location we can go to. So this looks like it is blocked off. Maybe opens up in a future update. Definitely something on the table there. This is where we could got the research station as well, by the looks of it. Blueprint box, some free iron. An up tool fragment. This was something we never really used in the first series. I just don't think it comes in that useful. So it's pinging something. So there's a fertilizer package. And there was something else it pinged, but I can't see what it is. I think that's a poster I can take. Let me get the poster. Brilliant. Come over and get the organics. Oh no, fertilizer. But again, that will be useful when we start growing. The growing in the season 1 wasn't the best. But I think they have done some changes to it. And that could be something that opens up eventually. Because it was like, craft it, you get 2, then you sometimes get a seed to put back in to craft again. It wasn't the most exciting thing in the first season. So how much room have we got? We've got quite a bit. How are we doing with time? Getting a bit lengthy. So I'm thinking I'm going to just clear this zone, take this stuff back to the base, and then in the next episode we'll... Actually, no, we're going to do the research in this one. So I've got a couple of research, one here, and we know there's a couple over by the vertical base. Do I want to collect any more fibre? Surely it's got to stack more than 8. Let's get 10. Okay, well, at least it's stacking. So what do we need? Water? No, we don't need anything. So we've got fungi to pick up here later. We've got the fibre to come back and get the rest of it. I just want to go and get the rest of the research done in this one. So it's over by the vertical base, which is this sort of way. In our mini station, which is there. And that looks like... Okay, that might be a copper area. Now, we haven't upgraded to the next miners yet. We haven't found any of the pieces. And I think you need 4 for the advance. And they go on like the bigger nodes to mine those. So I just want to fill up with as much as I can. Especially blueprints. Light rod we can wait till later. Take back the 0Gs. Anything that I can stack up. Probably the nickel I want to get back. We've got a good source of iron. Ah, we needed red celestite for the other power cell. So yeah, we'll take that. And then we'll come back and collect this off camera. And then I'll clear up, take the vertical station down. So it's that way I'll need to go for the base. We already took the little outpost from outside the vehicle manufacturing. We will rebuild that into something a bit better because to get a teleporter, you do need a square room to fit them in. But we're still missing a fragment for the teleporter. And we're still missing another fragment for the advanced fabricator. And that will open up a whole lot of routes for us when we get hold of those. So I think in the next one, I'm going to head over probably to the dome. That yellow dome at the back over there. I think that's where I want to head in the next episode. In the last series, there was something good in there, and I don't know if it's still going to be there in this episode. But let's get the research started before we close the episode off. So I think I've got 3. Yep, let's see what we can get. Okay, so the first one's copper +1. So it does the same as the iron one. I don't think we've got any copper here to show it. No, not really. Scrapper damage +1, that's new. I don't remember seeing that one in the last season. So the builder needed the power in. And we should have one more to unlock. And again, I didn't see what that is. Well, we've got scrapper damage there we can easily do. It's only gold and silver. Hopefully that means instead of taking 20% off, maybe it takes 30 or 40. I knew there had to be something because we could see a mod slot there, but I've never come across that one. So we're still missing one off the mining tool. I don't know what that one is. We're still missing 2 off the scanner. Probably scan distance and something else. The builder tool, we've got the battery saver only. And we've still got 3 on the laser. Probably laser distance, laser power. Laser efficiency, maybe. But we are going to be getting them for the research boxes. But that's where I'm going to call it for this episode. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.